Hello everybody, we'll be getting started in another moment. So just bring whatever props you need for your practice, your block, maybe a blanket, maybe a strap or a tie, anything that you feel that you might need to guide you into some of the postures that you find a little challenging. So we're going to begin tonight in a standing position at the top of your mat. So to just begin with, before we start to stand, maybe you just want to sit down and just close your eyes for a moment until we're ready to begin. Just let yourself come into the present moment. Okay, so let's begin by coming to the very top of your mat and standing up. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. So you want to bring the big toes together, touching the toes. Maybe just rocking forward and back, just establishing a sense of feeling grounded and connected to the mat. Maybe lifting the heels, and then as you rock back to the heels, raise your toes. And then just settle in and just feel that your four corners of your feet are grounding to the earth. The arches of your feet are lifting up and the toes are relaxed. The hips open outward, the thighs are engaged, trying not to lock the knees. So just have a little bit of a softness through the knees. And let's lift the shoulders up to the ears and then just slowly roll them back, drawing your shoulders down, reaching through the fingertips. Turn the palms slightly forward and let your chest really open, trying not to extend the chest too far forward, but you want to feel that the chest is expanded as the shoulder blades draw together. The navel pulls into the back of the spine and tailbone releases down. So big toes are touching. If it feels a little uncomfortable with the big toes touching, separate your legs a little wider, but not too wide. And drawing your navel into the back of the spine, keeping your chin level with the mat. Just let yourself stay in your mountain pose for a few breaths, keeping your gaze forward. If you can, close your eyes and feel comfortable with your eyes closed, then let the eyes close. Otherwise, just keep that soft gaze as it faces somewhere, other spot on the wall in front of you. And let's come into our breath. So allow yourself to recognize the breath moving in and out, nice and slow. So if your breath was a little erratic or a little choppy, try to smooth it out a little bit. And as you're smoothing out your breath, start to hear this gentle sound that it makes when it flows in and out through the back of your throat. We're just standing here another few more breaths in our mountain pose, noticing how it feels to feel grounded and connected to the earth, with the spine straight and the body nice and long, crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then slowly allow your eyes to open. And let's turn the hands all the way out to the side, raising the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, open the arms out to the side and lower the arms all the way down. And again, turn the arms out, the hands out. Lift the arms all the way up, stretching up a little higher. And exhale, with the arms lower down. Do that 2 more times. Turn the palms out to the side, lifting up. Exhale and bring it down. And last time, turning the palms up, lift the arms, inhale. And as the hands come up this time, interlace your fingers, making steeple fingers. So you want your pointed fingers to reach up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders down away from the ears, pull the belly in, and try not to arch the lower back. So feel a little bit of your tailbone tucking under. Reach and extend up through the tips of the fingers. On your inhale, draw your navel in. And on your exhale, take a side bend over to the right, pushing your left hip out to the side. And keep reaching your fingers all the way to the corner, making sure that your body doesn't round forward. and your left shoulder should stay close to the ear rather than over your cheek. And then take gaze looking into your inner left elbow, stretching up through the tips of the fingers. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it over to a side stretch on the left this time as the right hip pushes out. Both arms stay extended alongside your ears. And keep reaching through the tips of the fingers, drawing your right hip down away from the rib cage. And then take your gaze to look to your inner elbow. Make sure that you're still breathing and not holding your breath. Come back up to center on your inhale. Exhale, let's release. Take the arms down. And let's roll the shoulders up to the ears. Roll them back and down. Shoulders move up towards the ears. Back and down. One more. Lifting the shoulders up. And roll it back and down. Let's take both arms all the way up. Inhale. Open the arms out to the side and reach them behind you as you interlace your fingers. Stretch your knuckles down towards the mat. Pull the hands away from your butt. Retuck your tailbone. So make sure your tailbone is pushing down. Your navel is pulling in. Slight arch back from here. You're going to take a little back bend. Pull your belly in. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold with the legs remaining straight. Keep the belly pulled in. Lifting the arms and stretching all the way over. As the arms are coming towards the front wall, your tailbone is lifting, legs go as straight as possible. And then from here, take an inhale, exhale, slowly come back up. And then taking an arch, again, a little back bend. Exhale, return center, and lift the arms all the way up. Inhale. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, arms out to the side and behind you, stretching, interlacing the fingers, stretching the knuckles down. Lift the chest for a little back bend. Inhale, fold with your exhale. And keep pulling the navel into the back of the spine. Try not to round the shoulders to the ears, and keep lifting the knuckles up. So deepening into that bend, in that a stretch into the hamstring. Draw the crown of your head towards your toes. Keep your tailbone lifted. Inhale, pull the belly in, long spine. And slowly coming back up. A little bit of a back bend here. And exhale and release. Take the arms all the way up. Inhale. And we're going to extend the arms forward. So let's take the fingertips towards the ceiling, pressing through the heels of your hands, and then lower your fingertips towards the floor, reaching the fingertips to the ceiling and to the floor, to the ceiling and the floor. And from here, circling your hands from the wrist in one direction, and circling around opposite direction. And bringing yourself back into your mountain pose, so bringing the big toes to touch. Draw the tailbone down away from the waist. Open the arms, the palms slightly forward, shoulders pull down away from the ears, chin parallel to your mat. Eyes can remain open or closed. Just be present here. Listen to the flow of your breath flowing in through the back of your throat. Then allow your eyes to open. We're going to turn the palms all the way up. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Taking a step back with the left foot, you're going to come into a high lunge. Push back with that left heel, stretching up through the fingertips. Push back, that left heel pushes back, and your right knee is over the ankle. Opening into a twist, turning to the right with the left arm forward, right arm behind. And draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Try to really elongate that left leg. So pushing back through the heel to try to avoid the knee bending. Both hands come up. Right arm comes forward. Both arms lift. Straighten your right leg. Inhale. Bend the leg. As you exhale, the left foot comes forward. And release the arms all the way down. Raising the arms up again. Lift. Inhale. This time, right leg goes back for a lunge. Step it back. Left knee is over your ankle. So wiggle that right foot back. Try to find your center here, pushing back through that right heel, squeezing those inner thighs together. Inhale, and then exhale, twisting to the left, right arm forward, left arm behind. And squeeze those inner thighs together, pushing back through that right heel. Make sure that you're staying connected to your breath. Left arm comes forward to the right. Inhale, arms up as the legs straighten. Exhale, bend the leg and take your right foot forward. Both arms come all the way down. Bring your hands to prayer and hold. Bow your head, draw the chin to the chest. Just taking a notice You've accelerated your heart rate a little bit just by doing those few movements. From here, bring your chin level with the mat and let your eyes open. Lift the arms all the way up. Inhale. And let's fold forward as you exhale. Place the hands to the mat. Let's step the legs back to a down dog. So make sure that your tailbone stays lifted. Draw the crown of your head towards the mat. And just lifting the sits bones up, pressing through your heels. So remember to always take your practice to where you feel comfortable. Try not to feel that you have to force yourself to keep going with every movement. So if you need to take a break, always remember to come to child's pose. So we're just going to take a child's pose right now so that we become familiar with what it feels like when we're in child's pose. Bring your knees to the mat, big toes touch, tailbone releases down, stretch through the fingers. This is our resting pose. So anytime a posture is a little too intense, you can come out of it and come back into your child's pose. So always try to go for the challenge, but recognize whether you're able to accept the challenge. So sometimes we want to do it, but our body is not really ready to receive it. So listen to your body. And let's slowly come back up into down dog. So keeping the arms exactly where they were. Bring your knees back under your hips, curling your toes, and lift it back for your down dog. You're going to take the right leg, raise it all the way up, bend the right leg at the knee. Let that right heel come towards your left buttock and push the chest towards your left thigh, pressing your left heel down to the mat. Really open up that right hip and try to square the shoulder. So try not to open that right shoulder. You want to pull it more towards the mat so that the left and right shoulder are square. And then send that right leg forward into a lunge position. So get your foot to come right in between the hands. And we're going to press through that left heel. And we're going to come back up into that high lunge once again as the arms extend back. Lift the chest. Stretch your arms up. And we're going to flatten the left foot coming right into a warrior two. So your left foot spins flat. Your right heel should come into the your right heel should line up with the instep of your left foot. Sink your pelvis down, open into those inner thighs. So you want to open those thighs, reaching through the fingertips of your right hand, going forward, and the left hand going back. Windmill the hands on either side of your right foot. Going to take that right leg, extend it all the way back and up for a three-legged dog, and lower the right foot back down alongside the left. Taking the left leg all the way up, bending that left leg at the knee. Push your right heel down. Really open the left hip, but square the shoulders. So don't rotate your left shoulder open. You want to pull the left shoulder to the floor. Try to feel that your left heel is coming towards your right buttock. And straighten the leg and let that left foot lunge in between the hands. So if you can't get it there right away, just wiggle it in or grab the ankle however you can. Make sure the knee comes over that ankle. You're coming back into the high lunge, so you want to really press back through that right heel. Sweep your arms back, lift your chest. Inhale, coming up. Flatten your right foot and taking it right into a warrior two. Left thigh is parallel to the mat. Right edge of your foot is grounding and pressing down to the floor. The right arch lifts up, so try not to roll into the arch of the right foot. Both shoulders away from the ears. Looking down the left fingertips. And we're going to windmill the hands on either side of your left foot. And the left leg's going to go back. Three-legged dog, lift it up. And then lower that left foot back down. Right alongside your right. And holding here. So continue to push the mat away. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And slowly we're going to look forward, walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat, coming back to a forward bend. So we're going to lengthen, inhale, fold on your exhale. So if you have to lift your hands, lift them and slide them up your shins. Get your back nice and long. Fold as you exhale one more time like that. Lengthen, inhale. And folding as you exhale down. Arms come out to the side, raising the arms up, lift. Reaching up, bring the arms all the way down alongside you. We're going to sweep those arms up again, lifting up, Taking a lunge with that left foot, just as we did earlier. You got to step back with that lunge, turning right away into your twist. And right arm comes forward. Lift the arms up and take it right into a warrior two. Left arm comes forward. Rotate back onto the ball of your left foot. Lift the arm, straighten the right leg, and let the left foot come forward. Lower the arms all the way down. And again, both arms lift, stepping back with your right leg. So come right into your lunge. Take that swivel to the left. And bring the arms back up. Rotating onto the ball, onto your right edge of your foot, warrior two. And then bringing the right hand forward, turning back into your lunge position. Lift the arm, straighten your leg, bend the leg, and right foot comes forward. Bring both arms all the way down and take your hands to prayer. So just noticing that we have to have the control. We have to gain control of our breath, gain control over our balance, so that when we place the foot back, we step it back and we're right in the position of where we need to be. So really try and get your body to be in that position where you know how far back you need to step. Nice deep breath. Let's raise the arms all the way up. Inhale and fold forward as you exhale, stepping it back into down dog. Lifting the hips up, drop your head towards the floor. And holding here a few more breaths. And from here, we're going to look forward, walk the feet all the way back to the front of your mat. Lengthening your spine, slide the hands up the shins, inhale, fold with your exhale. As you come up, arms out in T, hinge from your hips, take it right into a chair pose. As you come up with your arms, bend your legs, chest stays forward, pull your knees back so that you're allowing yourself to look down to see your toes. Your belly pulls in, breathe here. Nice deep breath, pull the shoulders down away from the ear. And then let's take the hands in prayer. Just hold and maybe see if you can sink down a little lower. Keep pulling those knees back. Keep tucking your tailbone under. And from here, stand straight up. Inhale, exhale, and release your arms all the way down. And bring your hands back into prayer and hold. So we're going to add on to those movements that we've been doing, starting with the lunge, that little twist into our warrior two, and then finishing up with one side in our chair pose and then going back to the other side. So just let's stay here for a few moments. Really make sure that you're connecting to your breath. So take your time to let that breath be a little smooth and even. So slowly let your eyes open. Bring both arms all the way up. Inhale, stepping the left leg back into your lunge position. And we're going to rotate to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. And bring your right hand towards the left, both arms up. Flatten the left foot, warrior two. And bring your arms back up. Rotate onto the ball of your left foot. Straighten your right leg. Bend the leg, left foot comes forward, right into your chair. Holding here. And breathe. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Maybe get that tailbone to come closer towards the mat. Bringing both hands back into prayer. Sink your hips down a little lower if you can. And then from here, stand straight up, raise the arms up. And this time, stepping the right leg back for your high lunge. Make sure your left knee is over the ankle, rotating into your twist. And left arm comes forward, both arms lift. Right into your warrior two, flattening the edge of the right foot down. And from here, raising both arms up, back into your lunge. And straightening the left leg. Bend the leg, right foot comes forward. Both arms down. And sweeping the arms up, back to chair. Holding here. Make sure your tailbone is pressing down, belly pulls in, reach and extend, draw the shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale, and exhale, both hands come to prayer. And let's take an inhale, straighten the arms all the way up, and straightening your legs, release the arms down, bring your hands to prayer and hold. Nice deep breath. And so you might notice now your heart rate has really elevated. So when we keep moving, we keep that heart rate at a higher level. So if we don't stop and take a rest, we continue to keep that heart rate high. So we're going to integrate another pose in with this after our chair pose. So we're going to start with our lunges, going into our warrior two, into our lunge and our twist and our warrior two, back into chair, and then integrating another pose there. So inhale, taking both arms all the way up. And from here, the right leg is going to go back into your lunge. We're starting with the left leg back, and then taking the twist to the right. Inhale, right hand comes forward, both arms lift. Left foot flattens, warrior two. Both arms lift, back into your lunge. Straighten your leg. Bend the leg, left foot comes forward, right into your chair pose, and bring your hands into prayer. And let's take a twist to the right. So the left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh with your thumbs into the chest. So we're adding another twist here, going a little deeper. Draw your tailbone down towards the mat. Try to let the right palm push into the left. Look up towards the ceiling. Releasing out of your twist, stand straight up, reaching your fingers up. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Inhale, lift the arms up. And this time the right leg goes back into your lunge position. Opening into your twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Both arms come up and opening into your warrior two. And both arms up, rotating back into your lunge. Straighten your left leg, bend the leg. Right foot forward, back into chair. Hands come into prayer. Right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Hold. Draw the tailbone down. Try to make sure that your right knee and left knee are in alignment. So sometimes what happens is we push the right right leg forward when we're in the twist to the left, or the left leg forward when we're in the twist to the right. If you want to square the hips, you want to keep both knees level. Release out of your twist and stand straight up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down, and let's take our rest here. So as you're moving through this, you can't help but notice that your heart rate is increasing. So you want to make sure that you feel comfortable, link with your breath. If you need to take a break on one round, you can take a break and then rejoin when you feel ready. So making sure that we have that smooth rhythm of breath. Just a few more breaths. So gain the control over the breath, making sure that it feels smooth and even. We'll hold here for another 2 breaths before we continue, and we're going to continue to add some more movements. So if your eyes are closed, let them open. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Exhale, the right leg goes back to your lunge, taking your twist. It's the left foot goes back, so your twist to the right. And both arms lift. Open the arms out, warrior two. Back to your lunge, arms lift, rotate forward, and straighten the leg. Right leg bends, left foot forward, chair pose. Take your twist, and then we're going to come out of the twist, reaching the fingers all the way up, fold forward, straighten your spine, draw the crown of your head towards your toes. Lengthen, inhale, bending the legs at the knees. Once again, both arms lift all the way up, and bring your hands to prayer. Raising both arms all the way up. And this time the right leg goes back. Opening into your twist. Both arms come up, flattening your right foot. Both arms up. Rotate onto the ball of your right foot, straighten the leg. Bend the leg, right foot comes forward into your chair, hands in prayer. Take your twist to the right. Lift the chest. Release. Inhale, stand straight up. Exhale and fold. Lengthen, inhale, arms out, come all the way up. Hands come back into prayer. Listen to your breath. Make sure the breath feels smooth and even as it travels through the back of your throat. If you feel that your breath is a little bit more labored or too intense, take a rest in child's pose, or you can just stay in mountain pose and join everyone when you feel ready. Allow the eyes to open, raising both arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, left leg goes back to your lunge. Take your twist to the right. Inhale, arms lift, flatten the left foot, arms out, warrior two. Bring the arms up, rotating back to your high lunge. Straighten your right leg, bend the leg, left foot forward, right into chair, hands into prayer. Taking your twist to the right, lift the chest. Release, stand straight up, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Lengthen, inhale. This time we're going to step it back to down dog. Holding here, lifting the tailbone up, coming forward to plank. And lift back up, down dog. Come forward to plank. Nice and smooth. Try not to collapse your hips. Belly draws in. Come forward last time to your plank. Back to your down dog. And walk your feet all the way to the very top of your mat. Inhale, arms out. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to prayer. All the way down. Other side, lift the arms up. Inhale. Taking your right leg back for your lunge. Taking your twist. Arms lift. Right foot goes flat, warrior two. Arms come up. Turning back into your lunge. Straighten your left leg. Bend the leg, right foot forward, right into chair. Hands to prayer. Take your twist. Lifting that chest. Inhale, stand straight up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, legs go back. Down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. And coming back to down dog, walking the feet all the way forward. Lengthening, inhale, arms out, come up. Hands come to prayer. Back to the center of your heart and hold. So we're going to continue with this, continuing to add on. So let's just take a few more breaths here while we're here. Let everything go. Make that breath smooth and even. And opening your eyes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Left leg goes back to your lunge. To open to your twist. Arms come up. Open warrior two. Both arms lift back to your lunge. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend the leg right into your chair, hands to prayer. Take your twist over to the right. Inhale, stand straight up. Exhale, fold. Down dog. Plank. Down dog. Plank. Down dog. Plank. And as you come to your down dog, the right leg is going to lift up. We're going to lunge that right foot in between the hands, lifting the left leg up. So you want to let that right leg go nice and straight. Go ahead and grab your block if you need to. Let that block help lift the floor. Pull that right hip up. try to keep lifting that hip away from your thigh. As you hold, draw the crown of your head towards your toes. And if you're able to, maybe see if you can wrap your hands around your ankle. If you can't, just try hold one hand, maybe the other hand is down. If you can't, just hold both hands onto the mat or your block. The right leg remains straight. And then place both hands down to the floor. Just take your left foot right to meet your right. Lengthen on your inhale, coming all the way up. Stretching up. And exhale now, the right leg goes back. So you're taking your high lunge, opening to your twist. Both arms lift, opening to warrior two. Both arms lift again, taking your twist. Straighten the leg, bend the leg, both hands come forward, right foot comes forward, both hands down, taking your twist to the left. And release your twist, stand straight up. Fold forward, exhale. Back into your down dog. Right into your plank, right up into your down dog. Forward to plank, and down dog. Coming forward to plank, and taking it down dog. Left leg lifts, bringing that left foot in between the hands. Find your block if you need to. The right leg lifts, left leg goes straight. Hold here, lift out of that left hip. And try to bring your chest closer towards your left side. So try not to really press into the block. So just feel that you're pulling your left hip up. Really feeling that you're grounding into the left foot, finding a strong, firm foundation. Hold on with both hands onto your ankle if you're able to, or maybe only one hand. Make sure the crown of your head is dropping down towards the toes. Breathe. Then both hands come down, and right leg goes back, taking it back into a down dog. And let's take it forward and lower to the knees. Take the chest down towards the mat, tailbone towards your heels. Rest for a moment. Taking a rest in child's pose. Maybe this is your first rest of your practice, or maybe you've been taking several rests. Listening to your body, always being comfortable with what you're doing. So as you're here, just relax, let everything go. So holding here, 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, stretch those fingers as far as you can. Flatten the palms. Come onto your knees. Bring your knees under your hips, lifting up into your down dog. Take it all the way up. Let's take our right leg, lift it up to the ceiling. We're going to take our right foot in between the hands. And then we're going to take the left foot to meet the right. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Fold as you exhale down. And take your arms out to the side. Hinge from your hips and raising yourself up. Lift up through the fingers. Bring your hands to prayer right into the center of your heart. And allow the eyes to close. Just breathe where you are. And then return your chin level with the mat, and let's release the arms down. I'm going to take the balance pose, going to take tree pose tonight. So make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. You want to feel that you're connecting to both, really feel balanced on both sides. And then you're just going to really feel that you're pressing now into the ball mound of your right foot. So raising the toes of your right foot off the mat, just press down into the ball mound of the right foot. And then soften the toes down. Feel a sense of lifting out of that right arch, out of the right hip, and keeping your hands in prayer that your left foot come to the inside of your shin. Let your left knee go out to the side. If you need to lower your foot down just for balance every once in a while, you can do that. but bring it back up again, making sure both hips stay facing forward. If you have a better sense of balance, you can take your left foot and place it right to the inner thigh, and pressing that sole of the foot into your inner thigh, keeping that balance. Now stretch your fingers all the way up towards the ceiling, reaching up. Open your arms out to the side. Extend those fingers out to the corners of the room, opening your chest, breathing here. And just do the best you can. Balancing poses can be very challenging. Some days we have balance better than other days. Bring both hands back to prayer. Return the hands to the chest and lower the left foot. Shake out your right leg. Squaring now the balance into both feet first. So it's important to create the foundation on the balancing the standing leg. So we're going to press down into the ball mound of the left foot, spread the toes, and then let the toes just place down onto the floor as you feel a sense of lifting out of that left arch, out of the ankle, and out of the left hip, so that that left leg becomes very strong and stable. Keeping your hands in prayer, right sole of the foot to the side of your shin, making sure your knee is pointing out to the side, not forward. So holding here, and if you're able to, reach down. Maybe you can hold that foot and place the sole of the foot into the inner left thigh. So if you do that, make sure that your knee still points out to the side. Chest stays open. Hands are in prayer. And then stretch the fingers all the way up. Lifting up, stretching. Breathe. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Get those arms to go nice and straight. Opening the arms out and spread your fingers nice and wide, reaching to the sides of the room, the corners of the room. And hands come back to prayer to the chest. And release your right leg. And if you need to, shake out your standing leg. And let's take both arms up. Inhale. And fold forward as you exhale. Taking your legs back to plank position. And let's come all the way down onto the chest. Make sure your forehead is on your mat and not on the floor. Make sure that your big toes are touching. Forehead is down, and let your arms extend behind you and turn your palms so that they're facing up towards the ceiling. So pressing down into your toenails, really feel when you press down into your toenails that you can feel the kneecaps lifting off the floor and feeling just the tops of your thighs lifting up. So if you really push down into the toenails, you'll feel those legs lifting, and you'll feel that your legs are straight, and it just helps to let the kneecaps lift. So continue to push into your toenails, and then stretch your arms all the way up, pushing the ceiling. So imagine that you're trying to hold your ceiling up. And now as you're doing this, push into the toes and just let your chest lift. So your legs aren't lifting. You're using your toenails to push in, to come into your back bend. And breathe here. Keep pushing into your toenails. Keep those knees lifted up. 2 more breaths. Go up a little higher if you can. And 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Forehead to the mat. And bring both arms in towards your shoulders. Raise your leg, bend your legs at the knees, and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And then let those legs go flat back down once again onto the mat. And just rest here for a moment. Make sure that you're staying with your breath. Forehead is on the floor. Taking those arms back once again. So I'm going to go back into our back bend again. So once your arms go back, the palms are facing up. Arms are relaxed. Now pushing into all 10 toenails. So when you push your toenails down, your legs are going to really start to lift up. You're going to feel the quadriceps tighten, the backs of your legs tighten, maybe even your glutes tighten, so that your knees and the tops of your thighs are slightly off the mat. Raise your head and start to push the ceiling away. Push down into your toenails and just see yourself lifting up as high as you can go. Keep pushing the toenails into the floor, keeping those legs nice and straight. Reaching the palms up a little higher, lift your chest, inhale, and exhale, lower everything down. Bring your hands right next to your shoulders. Slide your hands down towards the bottom of your rib cage. And let's push up into tabletop position. So shoulders should be right over your palms, and then bring your knees so that they're under your hips. Now let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. So we're going to start with cow first. So curl your toes. Allow the tailbone to tilt up. Let your head lift. Then moving right into your cow, flatten your toes. Round your spine. Take the knees, the chin to the chest. Curling the toes again, lift the chest, inhale. And exhale, flatten the toes and start to round through the lower back, upper back, and then chin in last. 2 more like that. Maybe close your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, last one. And exhale, come into that rounded spine, into your cat. And then just cross your legs behind you and come to sit down onto your buttocks. So you're going to end up pretty much at the very back of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take the left foot, so allow the left foot to be in front of you. And you're going to interlace your fingers. You want to reach down so that you can bring the fingers around the pinky side of your left foot. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure your left knee is out to the side. And now just raising that foot up only as high as you can go without rounding your back. So it may be challenging just to keep the foot lifted. So you can rest it down, but you want to feel as if you're trying to pull it up, lengthening through your spine. So really pressing the left knee towards the floor as that left foot tries to lift up. So you're increasing the stretch in through your left hip. And then just keep the fingers interlaced around that left foot. Just lower the foot down and extend your right leg out. Now, see if you can take your left heel and pull it right as close as you can into your right hip. So allow that right toe to flex, so you're pressing through the back of your right knee, and try to really pull that heel in towards that right hip. Let the left knee soften down. So some of you may not have the flexibility to bring the heel all the way up into the hip, so you can just let the foot rest close to on top of the thigh. But do the best you can to pull it in and maintain that straight spine. So now if you have the heel all the way into your right hip, you may be able to take your left arm around and see if you can bind and get hold of your big toe on the right side. So if you can do that. If you have a strap handy, you can wrap the strap around the top of your foot and then reach with your left hand. If you don't have a strap and you can't get the bind, then keep the heel pulled in as close as you can with the right foot flexed and keep your right hand on top of your left foot. So if you can't come back and bind with your toe, you can find your strap or the tie, wrapping it around your foot and holding onto the tie. You want to keep the hips square and that right foot forward. If you don't have the tie or a bind, the right hand is on top of the foot. So from here, if you don't have that bind, you can bring the left arm up. So if your left arm is wrapped around, you're going to keep the left arm wrapped around. And if not, your arm is going to come up. So we're going to fold forward. So if we're in that bind, we're still folding forward and pulling that left heel into that right hip. And just come down as far as you can, maintaining a straight spine. Keep that right foot flexed. So if you're not in a bind or holding on to the tie, your left hand can come onto the shin and fold. Try not to round the back. This is really opening up into that left hip. So try not to round through your back, because if you round, you're not going to get a deep stretch into that left hip. Slowly come back up and then release your left foot, extending it forward. We're going to take the left foot now, fold it in. So now your right foot you're going to interlace the fingers around the pinky side of your right foot. So pull that foot in towards the groin. Allow the right knee just to open, and then see if you can pull that right foot up, lifting, just getting that right hip to really stretch out. So you want to make sure that the back stays long. So try not to round and then try to lift, because then you'll be putting too much pressure into your lower back. So you want to feel that your navel is pulling in and that your arms are doing the work. Your belly is drawn in. And then just allow the left leg to extend. You're going to try and pull that right heel into your left hip as best as you can, allowing that right knee to just gently fall down towards the mat. Left leg stays extended with the left foot flexed. So if you have your tie handy, or your belt handy, you can wrap it around the foot and take your hand around and grab onto the belt or the tie. Or if you're able to take a bind, you can hold and get your first two fingers to wrap around the toe. If not, then the left hand can stay on top of the left foot. And if you have the bind, your right arm is behind you and you're going to fold forward. But if you don't have the bind, your right arm can come up and you can fold forward. So you want to continue to feel that right hip getting that deep stretch. The left foot stays flexed. And just keep the length through your spine. And breathe where you are. Just really feel that right hip opening up, getting a deep stretch. It's pretty intense, so just breathe with it. And then slowly come back up, release the bind, and then we're going to take both feet flat onto the floor, as wide as the width of your mat. Windshield wiper your legs over to the left. And lift up, windshield wiper to the right. And once again, lift up, over to the left, and up, and over to the right. And come back up, and let's scoot to the middle of the mat, and allow yourself to roll all the way down onto your back. And once you get there, draw your heels in close to your buttocks. Extend your arms all the way up overhead as you stretch all the way back. Tuck your tail under, so really flatten your lower back. Feel a slight tilt in your pelvis. So you want to pull your navel into the spine, get a nice stretch through the shoulders, through your armpits. And then just sweep the arms around, pull your knees into your chest, and hug those knees, rocking gently side to side. Nice, gentle massage on your back. We're going to finish up with a twist and then take our relaxation. So right from here, keeping your knees into your chest, open your arms out to the side, draw your navel into the back of the spine, inhale, and as you exhale, let's take it to the left first. As you lower the left leg down, try to let your right leg rest on top of the left. Let that right shoulder open and let it relax down. So you don't want your shoulder to lift. You don't want your shoulder to come up, and you don't want your arm to come up. You want to pull the shoulder down. So if it means you need to adjust your twist a little bit, bringing the right leg back more, do that so that your right shoulder can stay on the floor. And then just gently turn the gaze to look over the right fingers and let your eyes close. And breathe into the twist, breathe into the space that's opening and getting this nice stretch. And then one more inhale. Exhale, slowly take your head and your legs back up. Your head comes back to neutral. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, knees go over to the left side. And that left shoulder stays down. Taking the twist, opening into the whole left side of your body. Take your gaze over the left fingertips if you'd like. Otherwise, just keep your head center, but just let the eyes close. And breathe here. Really feel what's happening into the left side of your body. Inhale, return your head center. Both legs come all the way back and up. Exhale, hug your knees in, rocking gently one more time, side to side. And then allowing the rocking to stop. Just let the feet come flat to the mat. And then slide legs. The legs go straight one at a time. Keeping the legs hip distance apart. Open your arms so that they turn out to the side. The arms turn, palms turn up towards the ceiling, arms out by your side, slightly apart, about 6 or 7 inches. Let your feet relax. Let your shoulder blades draw together to feel your chest expand, and then let your shoulders relax. And then gently closing your eyes. So enjoying now this rest, this time to integrate the work. You worked hard this evening with intense practice, keeping your heart rate elevated, moving into these twists. So twisting is important too to help release any toxins out of the body. So it kind of really squeezes those internal organs and gets them warmed up and helps them do their job a little better. So just relax. As you continue to close your eyes, just resume your natural breath. Let go completely. No worries here. No more effort. No more work that you need to do. Let the breath smooth out. And just allow yourself to let everything go completely. This is your time for rest, for relaxation. And just to try to keep yourself from falling into sleep. Sometimes it's easy to do that once we get so comfortable. Just witness yourself as you rest, as you relax. And slowly just begin to move your fingers, moving your toes. And very slowly start to integrate your wrists and your ankles. Taking some nice gentle movements, coming back into your body, recognizing how you feel right now. Know that this is the result of the effort you put into your practice. And taking a nice deep inhale, reach and extend your arms all the way over your head as you stretch through your fingers and reaching with your toes. Exhale out any sigh, sounds, or moans. Inhale, pull your knees and draw them into your chest. Exhale and just take a few gentle rocks, moving from side to side. Just feel that massage coming into your lower back. And when you feel ready, just rock yourself all the way over to the right side of your mat as you rest your head gently on your right inner arm. So let your arm go long alongside your ear and the left hand come in front of your chest on the floor in front of you. And just stay here for a moment. Be with your stillness. Be with your peace. And just observe what your practice has given to you this evening, how you're feeling right now, maybe more open, maybe more peaceful and calmer than when you first arrived at the mat. And if you aren't able to keep up the whole time, don't worry, with practice you'll be able to have a little bit more stamina, a little bit more strength and endurance, flexibility. That all comes with practice, so be patient with yourself. You can't expect these things to happen overnight. So allowing the eyes to remain closed, just gently press into your left hand and slowly ease your way up into a seated position and sit up nice and tall and just place both hands onto your knees with your shoulders down away from the ears. I'm just going to finish up with a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing. So allowing your spine to remain nice and straight, take the back of your left hand into your lap, turning the palm up towards the ceiling, and allow the right palm to come right in front of your nose, folding in your index finger and middle finger. So your pinky finger, ring finger, and thumb are extended. And you want to place your right thumb onto your right nostril, and then slowly inhale through the left nostril, maintaining that straight spine. And just let the breath go smooth and even through the left. Once you complete that inhale, close off with your ring finger, open the right nostril, and slowly, gently exhale it out. Same side now. Once you finish your exhale, inhale through the right. Once you complete that inhale, thumb to the nostril, open the left, and exhale it out, slow and even. And once you finish the exhale, inhale through the left nostril. And once you complete that inhale, close it off, open the right, and exhale. So it's a little horseshoe effect that you're moving from one nostril to the other. Try to make it smooth and even, and just continue a few more rounds. So we're going to finish with the left nostril, breathing out through that left nostril. And when you do, bring the back of your hand into the palm of your left and keep your thumbs connected. Sit up nice and tall. Then bringing your hands to prayer Anjali Mudra, we'll close and seal in our practice with one Om. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. light and the love that shines within me bows to that light and love that shines brightly within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night.